It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now Smith. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno down to throw. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, Smith. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Back to Walker on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Smith. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Throwing now is Geno. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The New York set to take the field. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd and a couple. Throwing, Jones. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Rulin. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called him marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
They'll run on first down with Singletary, and that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. A handoff on the option to Singletary. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Singletary again, taken down at the 47-yard line.
Jerome Baker in on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 on the Seahawks 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now Jones. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. Third and goal. Singletary. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Devin Singletary punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And out now come the Seahawks. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Geno. Throw out wide to Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Throwing is Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up a third down. From the 50, it's Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Smith. That is caught. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Dwayne Eskridge. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. And now out come the Giants. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Jones. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Jared Reed must muscles his way in for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively, and now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. Now Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 55 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the...
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now 21-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. From the 24, Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Second and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He finds his man. It's Robinson. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Back to throw again. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw again.
He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing Jones.
That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to go up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
He's got his tight end. That's Bellinger.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Gano's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go right back to Singletary.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 39, Jones had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
When any pass is in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones.
Goes to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
And there was absolutely 0 pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking alongside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
After the interception, here's Smith. He finds his man complete. That's Russell. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. He'll find Metcalf. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Smith throwing again. This is the tight end fake. And they'll get this down to the 10. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him the first down. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
What's the deal, y'all?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And this defense just being manhandled here to start the drive. Good push up front, 2 big runs. This one 18 yards and another first.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Jones.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Now 2nd and 5. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
He's got Bellinger.
And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
A 27-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 75 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And going right back to Walker.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Geno.
He's got his tight end fan. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Gano the extra point, and this is back to an 8-point game. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down, and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage with no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but not from the spot. Actually, no gain. So 3rd and long. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Geno now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Now Geno on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And this will leave him a yard short.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and a yard.
From the 50, it's Smith.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And Lockett going to pick up the Seahawks first down as he'll get this down to the 41.
9 yards that time. On first down, Smith.
And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Throwing again is Smith. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Jones throwing for it.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Let's go. Let's rock and roll.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter, getting down to the good stuff. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Straight ahead, Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Trying the left side with Walker. Escapes the defender. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run again with Walker. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now Jones and the Giants down by 7. 1:52 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Jones into the hands of Singletary, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Jones. Gets this to Bellinger.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
At the 40-yard line.
Now 2nd and 4. Now Jones. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Jones. High up there to grab it.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's first down. To throw is Jones.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Jones.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that.
Here's Smith.
This complete to Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Smith's going to throw it. Gets this to Fant, and he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out,
This is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So the first crack here in overtime goes to the New York Giants as we are back underway. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing, Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Jones.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Looking to throw it. Jones.
Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Call it a gain of a yard.
And it'll be 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Fielded just inside the 30.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now come the Seahawks.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? Let's stay with him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Down to about the 45.
He was brought down by Deontay Banks. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Walker with another carry.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Throwing now is Geno.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
Walker. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.